Hey guys, Steve Tan here. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you guys through what is AliExpress, why we use it, and what kind of things to look out for when using AliExpress. Okay, so first things first, what is AliExpress? Okay, so AliExpress is basically a B2C platform for like Alibaba. All right, so AliExpress basically allows you to buy a lot of like really cheap products directly from China. The reason why we use AliExpress because all the sellers here are selling directly to consumers from China, and they do ship internationally. All right, so if you're using a platform like Taobao, it doesn't allow you to ship internationally because Taobao is catered to domestic sellers and the domestic markets, right? So AliExpress is catered to international markets, so all the sellers there are already shipping internationally, which makes it easy for us to find sellers who are able to drop ship or ship products for us on our behalf to our customers. Okay, so AliExpress is kind of like the smaller, broader version of Alibaba. So if you're going to like do bulk orders, it's better if you do it on Alibaba. But if you're just getting started with like drop shipping or selling on Shopify, it's better to start off with AliExpress. And it has a wide range of product variety, as much as Alibaba and Taobao. All right, so let's check it out. All right, so the website is called aliexpress.com. And as per all like B2C e-commerce sites, it has all these different kind of categories. Like it has like flash deals, it has best hot products, and all this kind of different things, right? So basically all these things on the first page is usually trending products or whichever products like AliExpress deems that's popular or getting traction. All right, so for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna go through some examples with you guys on what things to look out for and what things that I'll usually check out when I'm using AliExpress. Okay, so let's get moving. All right, so let's see what category we want to use today. Let's go for jewelries and jewelries. All right, because like jewelries is really popular on for drop shipping model. So let's check out necklace and pendants here. All right. Okay, so when you have Dropify installed, it's gonna show you all this kind of like shortcuts, whether like different kind of shipping options is available, which we're gonna cover it in another video. But for this video, we're just gonna go through what we're gonna look out for when selecting a vendor, or what kind of reviews or feedbacks that we have to kind of like check it out first before working with a supplier. All right, so okay, let's just choose the first option here. All right, it's like multi-layer pendant necklace for a woman. All right, let's check it out. Okay, so the first things first, when I find suppliers, I'll usually check how many orders have they been processing. All right, because you do not want to process or look for suppliers or vendors that has less than 1,000 orders within the past few months, right? Okay, so basically when you click on the orders part here, when you click on it, it will bring you down. It will show you all the transactions in the last 6 months. All right, so basically you'll see all the transactions here. They don't calculate on how many orders per month, but it's based on the total of 6 months. So usually when I browse through categories, I want to find products with orders of at least 1,000. So this kind of only barely made the mark. So you still can work with these guys if you want to, but I'll usually try to find anything above 1,000. So this is a good option here, like the TMXK Angel Gold Coin necklace. All right, let's use this as an example instead. All right, so as you guys could see, it has 2,743 orders, and it has a lot of different options as well. So one of the other thing that I look out for is whether it offers e-packet shipping. All right, we're gonna be using e-packet because e-packet is one of the cheapest, and also it offers tracking numbers, right? Because you guys need to understand that if you do not have any tracking numbers, when a customer disputes the order with you, you have no way of providing evidence to PayPal or Stripe that you have shipped the product. So it's always best practice to use e-packet. All right, so I know I've known some guys that don't use e-packets. They use the China Post that has no tracking information available. It kind of affects their rate of winning disputes when there's like disputes by customers. And the other down thing is like you want to keep your customers happy, and like whenever you ship something, you provide them with a tracking number. It kind of increases your customer satisfaction because like they will know, oh, at least they have known this product has really left China, is en route to their country, and whether it's pending delivery or whichever stage the package is at. All right, so basically make sure you look for like sellers that offers the e-packet option, because it's cheap and it has tracking information available. Please make sure this is available, because not all sellers do have this option. All right, so the other thing is I want to check if this like seller has like decent product images, or like if they have like like at least real images. And some of them here are like Photoshop, some might be Photoshop, but I want to see whether they have like good good clear images like this, or like images that I could use for like using the same images, I could use it for like my ads or for my product listings. All right, okay, if like the quality is super bad, then probably I'll stay away from this seller, because like if they can't even like kind of spend time in doing decent photos, or like taking real photos for their product, then this guy is probably not really serious in their business, right? That's kind of one of the like the smaller criteria I'll look out for, but I'll still look out for them as well. Okay, so when you scroll down, you'll see a lot of all these different kind of like options, feedback, return policies, yada yada, different kind of products, right? So the other thing I want to share with you guys is like I'm gonna look out for like the positive feedback score as well. All right, this is important because it kind of like represents like how this store has been performing, and whether like the customers are happy or like unhappy with their feedback. All right, so basically you when you click on like the positive feedback and click on like this link here, it's gonna bring you to like the store feedback page, whereby you could see like what's the monthly average, like something like eBay. You're gonna see like how many feedback, positive like reviews they have got within the month. 96.8, 97% satisfaction. I'm not gonna be like super like strict on like their feedback score here. I'm not going to look for like only vendors with 99.9 or 99% and above, because like you guys have to understand here, like the sellers here are playing a bulk game, they're moving the volume game. So, and especially when like there's buyers that don't choose e-packets here, they're not gonna get tracking, and like the shipping might be slow, they might complain, they might be unhappy with that. So even if like it's like for vendors on AliExpress that has anything 95% and above, that's good enough for me, right? And like one way to check whether they have decent orders is also like the amount of positive like feedbacks they receive in 1 month. So you can kind of judge like how many like orders are they processing in a given month, right? So this gives you a good indication. And an indication that I'll look out for is how many years has this guy's been in business. So basically on the top, like for every store, you're gonna see it like at the top here, you're gonna see like it has been open for 3 years. It has like the percentage positive feedback, the amount of followers. All right, anything above 95% for me is fine, and I try as much as possible to find vendors that has at the minimum 1 year and above. I don't want to work with people that are only in business for a few months, unless they have like a super unique product that no one has. All right, the reason being like I just want to be safe, because I don't want to be paying to like a newbie seller who doesn't know anything in the business, or like he has no team to ship out all the products, so on and so forth. All this are kind of like small risks that's present, but if you have all this like measures in place, you're gonna just reduce your risk in the business. All right, okay, so let's check it out, this product again. Okay. All right, so the other thing is like you don't, now AliExpress removed the instant messaging part. So like the only option here is to click on contact now. You have to log in, and it's gonna give you like a pop-up message whereby you could like message your seller internally using AliExpress platform. But what I do usually is I'll like to ask for the contact information like WeChat, WhatsApp, or QQ. Like QQ is a software that's widely used in China, right? So like I usually like to use all the softwares because like the sellers here rarely replies like timely, so they usually like reply once a day, or like you'll be happy with like once or twice per day. But like if you have their instant messaging like contact information, it will be so much easier to reach out to them and make connections and like price inquiries. All right, so yeah, I mean that's it. Like that's pretty much it. Like things that you need to look out for. One of them is AliExpress, the shipping methods. You have to check out their like feedback score, the number of years they have been in business, like whether they're responsive to your like questions or like inquiries. All this plays a part in like looking out for a potential good vendor. All right guys, so that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.